Bing bong.
Yo, it's KC, and I got my Adept Wraith. To get the Adept achievement, you must get a merciless victory using only his 3 unique perks. Those perks are Predator. Whenever you drop chase with a survivor, you see their aura for 4 seconds. That's on a 40-second cooldown, and that's crazy good, by the way. Bloodhound, which makes scratch marks brighter and extends their duration for 4 seconds. And Shadowborn, which gives you the haste status effect for 10 seconds whenever you get blinded. I'm also going to add another rule to make it more fun. I must hook everyone twice before I take anyone out the game. That way it's more entertaining, more challenging. And I can't tell you how many games I played where I ran out of time trying to do this. Mostly because I didn't count how many, but I was on that late night grind. Anyways, to help with that, I used to add on Swift Hunt for faster uncloaking, as well as Windstorm to be a speedy boy while cloaked. To finish it off, I went with the Black Ward just to keep it all purple. Now let's get into the game. The map I got my Adept on is Rancid Abator. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And starting out, I just tried to go over to the opposite side of the map, which I ran into some Megs. Look at them. Got a little body block off, nothing too crazy. And then this is race bread and butter right there. You just uncloak and then you get a speed boost and then lunge at them. It is far more effective than you realize. That perk actually came in handy. I wouldn't say it's better than just flat out not being affected by flashlights, but it definitely caught her off guard. I don't think she expected me to run at her like that. And she also has Champion of Light, if you noticed that. So it's whatever debuff from that, it's countering it. I thought the perk would do nothing, but it is doing a little something for me. It's helpful. And then there, I just let them have it. I figured that they're friends and that they're gonna stick together. So she's probably gonna heal first thing off of the hook. So I don't need to worry about them for a little bit. Let's see what these guys are doing. And then Fang right here. This is, I'm not sure if this is a new player or what. Doesn't seem to be watching me, and she only had 1 perk in the after screen. So I'm not sure what's going on with her. But she's playing, she's trying. All right, she's trying. So that's what matters. Then I get my second down right here. It's a decent start. I really just got her because she didn't watch behind her. If she was, she might have been able to buy some more time. But I'm going to go ahead and hook her, and then I'm going to go back to the other side. I notice it's kind of like Meg and Fang, and then the 2 Megs. And then later I'll try and split them up. But we'll talk about that when we get there. That one already left. Oh, look, she got some tricks. You see, she's trying some things. She was actually a pretty high-level Meg. At least with this character, so she's not bad. She's not a bad player. Right here, I do the most basic mind game in existence, and then she runs right back into me. I mean, she has a high level. I'm just saying that. No offense. Then her friend, I don't think she liked me like doing her friend like that. So she's trying. That's all that matters, like we said. And then she wants to loop me around her, which I was never a fan of this even back in the day when this was advantageous. So I'm definitely not going to do it now where you can get your unhooked progress and me doing that. No, thank you. So I leave because I also want to go find that other Meg first. And then I run into Fang. I'm just going to tap her one time. Just give her a little love tap. Hit her with the bread and butter right there. Nice little spread. And then I need to go find the Claire Meg. Somewhere around here. This is 90% of the times what made me lose games is trying to find the last person before moving on. And saving them for later is not a good idea. So I need to get it out the way now. But she's going middle of the map. Looks like she has a plan. I'm just gonna try and cut her off. I don't know if you've noticed, but that's like my favorite way to play killers, just cut them off. And some people do catch on, and it becomes quite interesting because then I have to like stop. But right here, she runs into me. I mess up the body block. She just gives up. I mean, there's a pallet right there, which kind of sucks. But in her defense, I'm not like super knowledgeable of this map either. I mean, it's not that difficult. There is like usually 1 to 2 of those middle pallets, but whatever. I got what I needed. And then that is the first round, the first rotation of hooks complete. Now I can go mess with anybody. And at this point, I will take any of them. I would like some pressure. I'm doing really good on gens, but if all of them are on a different gen, that's 4 instantly, which is not good. And then I run into Fang. It looks like she like was tripping. Maybe she went to go get the unhook. That makes the most sense. Then now I got a lot of pressure. Now the two friends had to split up and go help the Claire Meg. And then I have the Fang right here. So they're gonna have to do it again. And then I'm gonna come over here and actually catch one of the two friends on the gen. And this right here, let's check this out. Just look. I think she might have tried to FOV tech me or something. I'm not sure, but to me it just looked like she did some Scooby-Doo stuff and then got knocked down. So yeah, it's early in the morning, like I said, so we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. And then just like that, it's kind of cascading. But you can see how they have multiple gens right now. So even though it looks like I'm like stomping them at 5, all 4 of these pop. And then I'm losing them at 1 gen. And then I still have to get quite a few hooks. Her friend seems to want to loot me over here at Shack. I'm going to try and body block it. Just get in their way. Seems to be quite aware. And then I get those. So that's easy. I get those. I don't think she expected me to just try and get in her way. And then she's gonna stay here. It seems like she wants to waste Shack pallet. I'm gonna go ahead and try and body block it again. Maybe get in her way. If not, I'll just take it to the face because it's Shack pallet. I'd rather just, yep, get it out the way. Easy money. That's a W for me, I'm just saying. So, and then this right here, speed boost. If you hear, I almost got her, but not quite. Almost. You can tell she's just in it for the love of the game at this point. I respect that. But I got you. Yep, and she kind of gave up right there. Well, I wouldn't say that's giving up. She knew the jig was up, and I respect when someone knows when the jig is up. That's different than giving up. She gave it her best. She knew. She knew. And then right there, they got 1 gen. So it's not a stomp. They were also really close on this gen right here. I don't know if they continued. I'm gonna find her friend. I'm gonna leave her because I know she's gonna go save her friend. And right now I need to go find the Claire Meg. Which right here, I'm actually panicking a little bit. I remember I was thinking like, man, am I going to have to just play a different game and then let one of them live so that way I can do it properly, you know? But watch this. This is amazing right here. Right here, it's like the climax. I'm stressed. I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh. Hello. I didn't know she was there. She came to me. Look. Like a present. I was actually kind of stressing because there's countless games before this where in this exact situation I wasted way too much time trying to find the last person and then they busted out a whole bunch of gens. So that right there is what made this happen. That was the game-winning buzzer right there. Because now I can go take out whoever I want. And I've decided to do it methodically. I'm going to take out one person from both the two groups and try and force them to work together. So I'll leave Fang for now because she's going to save. I don't want to mess that up. I want her to get saved because that would hinder me and what I'm trying to do. So let them heal. And then I want to chase one of these guys. Mostly because I think they're a little better than the other squad too. The after game they both had higher levels too. So I'll go ahead and chase her. And she doesn't seem confident with the Shack anymore. Or maybe this is the other one. But easy money. Little double back, little mind game. Sorry, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. It's the Adept. And then I get the free hit on her friend. You really wanted to save her. I don't blame you. I would have went for it too. Then right here, I tried to get her again. Would she come? How much do you care? She was smart. She had limitations. So I am off to go find Fang or the Claire Meg. So that way I can force them to work together. There's like a message behind this. I'm on my Saw stuff today, I guess. They did get 2 gens done, so it's not like they went out sorry. And then I know they're pretty far in another one. She runs right into me. Not who I want though, so I'm gonna leave her alone. It seems like she's panicking without her friend, or maybe she can't find another generator. Who knows? Either way, it's not what I want right now. And see, this is also the time I kind of see if people are still trying. The reality of playing Killer and Dead by Daylight is if you go too hard too quickly, they will just give up and you won't have a very good game at all, and that's not very entertaining, I think, anyway. It's not really fun to play. I feel bad. So, oh, and I found them. Look, and they're working together too. I'm gonna see if I can get them to run into me. Which I do. Oh, she has good timing. You seen that? Wouldn't expect anything less from Claire. So of course I'm gonna chase her. First one I found. She seems to be trying to, which I like. I want you to fight back. Run. It's not fun if you don't run. Wow, I need some therapy. But anyways, I found her. And yeah, she accepts it. She knew the jig was up. And then she tries again. She went out fighting. I respect it. And of course, I'm gonna try and cut her off. That's my thing. And if you notice, I'm not cloaking right now because, again, it's late at night. And I kind of got into this habit of, if you cloak too quickly, some people will approach you as you cloak, and then you have to uncloak to try and get to them. And it's just a way that they can kind of counter you. So I was being more cautious about uncloaking and staying uncloaked for a bit when I looked for people. And she knew the jig was up, so she just went out on the Jenny. I respect it. I gotta get what I came here to get, so I'm gonna throw him on the hook. And then I'm hoping that the other Meg ends up getting healed by Fang. Like, my goal is that they try and work together a little bit. That'd be super cool. And they did get down to 2 gens left. That's not bad. 3 gens done. I'm over here. I'm not seeing nobody. Now I'm kind of looking on the edges of the map because a lot of times people will try and hide, so that way they don't have to be the one who gets taken out. But it's not gonna matter. And she gave up too. And she's probably in Discord or something. Look, she moved. She knew I was there. She's doing something. I don't know what, but it wasn't working with Fang. So mission failed. We'll get them next time. They didn't work together. So now is the chase for Hatch. You notice too, I didn't do some weird lever downed and then get Fang, and no, I'm gonna leave it up. I'm gambling today. Let's go gambling. And you know, of course, I did end up getting the hatch because the video got posted. But yeah, I left it up to fate if I was gonna get this. And of course, the windstorm augment does help because I can just zoom around real quick. She had plenty of time to try and find hatch too, but she didn't. Luck was in my favor. And you can see too how literally if they would have busted all those gens out at the same time, I would have been in a really bad spot. But I just kept just enough pressure to get them. Not having any anti-gen perks is kind of rough sometimes, but Wraith can do it. Wraith is that guy. Wraith is definitely one of my favorite killers. And then I do get hatch right here. No matter what, I always end up coming back to Wraith. Like, when new perks come out, I think to myself, is that going to be fun on Wraith? I don't know why. I wouldn't necessarily call him my absolute favorite, but he's definitely been one of those killers I always come back to and enjoy playing. And he also gives you a ton of blood points because of his bread and butter of cloaking and hitting them. You get a ton of blood points. It's really good. I can't recommend getting good with Wraith enough. And yeah, I catch her on the door, and she's gonna try till the very last breath. Unlike those high-level players, she had 1 perk, and she put in way more to her last breath. You gotta love that. Look at that. And then I did get her on the pallet, unfortunately. And then I just end it real quick. There's no point in moving her or anything. Nice little Mori ending. No hatch for you. And yeah, that's my adept. I actually had a lot of fun playing Wraith. I love Wraith. I was kind of waiting until the very end to try and do him, but I just kind of was inspired to work on him. Thank you for watching. I hope you take care, and I will be adapting everything in Dead by Daylight. Have a good one.